those who have watched my videos over the last month or two since I started, this month in particular, because the videos take so long to do, I just thought I would try something a little bit different. The video that you're going to see, like if you're watching Pisces or Leo, is I'll do the first little part of the video will be an overview of the month. Then the second little part will be how it pans out or plays out in your individual sign. We're hitting December. The new moon is what we first start with, second or third as some people say it pans out, in gregarious Sagittarius. Sagittarian brings excitement, it brings party, it brings the instinct where we all want to move forward, we want that passion, we want that fun. It's a creativity, it's new energy, it's vision, it rules the higher mind, because Sagittarian is linked towards the ninth house. The ninth house is a great place to learn, education, travel. You could be teaching, books, publishing, you could be publishing a book, it could be media, it could be podcasting, sales, marketing, the internet, spirituality. It's all about thinking long-term goals, achieving them. As we approach the end of this year, a lot of your thoughts, because we go into the Capricorn field, will be about achieving those goals. The vibration of the mind will be wanting to take you all forwards. So any ideas that you've got about new businesses, publishing that book, publishing yourself online, marketing, media, newsletters, it's saying that it's a time to really find that drive and take yourselves forwards. The gregarious sign, Scorpio, was death, rebirth. A lot of people faced losses. And Scorpio has been about dealing with money and past issues. So this is on a lighter note. This is about we've now preparing ourselves with some of the ingredients to cook up, if you like, what we want. This is about your higher mind, thinking about the knowledge, thinking about the new business. We've got Mars going into Libra, which is business and partnerships. Those partnerships could be around business ties, they will be around new love interests or loving relationships, but a lot of you will have goals to make money. As I've said in previous videos, it's about structure, it's about getting foundations down, it's about getting what you want from your lives at this particular point in time. And it is a great time to start a business. The Sagittarian new moon will drive you with that higher mind to re-educate yourself. Maybe you're learning something, maybe you're going to be teaching something, maybe you're putting learning something online, maybe you're teaching others, publishing, broadcasting, radio shows for some. It is looking at that vision of your future, what you want for 2014. So it's all about new pathways, new choices, new doors in the month of December. Jupiter will help you expand and grow. I know Jupiter's going retrograde, but as I've said in the previous video, Jupiter will go direct again in March. So any seeds, anything that you're planting now, this is a fantastic time to plant and water. A lot of water energy. We have Capricorn, and earth and water makes things grow. So you have to think Capricorn is very practical side. We've been in a very watery realm last month, which is very emotional and very draining for a lot of people. When you get into practical Capricorn, Capricorn are goals, practical people that like to make money and work hard. So if you think about that watery mix with the earth that we're driving into at the moment, anything that you plant can have good foundations. So when Jupiter goes direct in March, you'll start to see things grow, things to come in, the money you earn, the people you're associated with, expansion in anything and everything from your radio, your broadcasting, your book. Everything will start to expand. Maybe it's overseas, maybe you're launching your book and travelling with that overseas. It will be about expansion of your higher mind in your life. Not only does it plant seeds, but it can plant seeds in friendships for relationships as well. But again, I've said it, this is a walk in the park between now and February. February is the holding hand period when things will move forwards for everybody. Between now and then, I don't feel, because of the Christmas rush and some of the energies that are taking place, that it will be the time to start new relationships. It's about just taking things gentle and easy. It would be, you know, the springtime of next year when I feel that things will start to move forwards for people. So, you know, make this a time of reviewing, reflecting. The Venus retrograde, I'll look at that in a minute, but that's, you know, the beautifying side of life, the cosmetic surgeries, the tattoos, the makeup enhancements, the eyelash dyes, the hair dyes. It's not a good time when she goes retrograde. Venus has gone into her shadow already, so she's already making her way up to the 20th, 21st of December when she does go retrograde, which is about reviewing, relooking at past relationships. Venus is love, but Venus is your money and your goals. So some of you out there may well connect with a past business partner and review and relook at it. It could be a past relationship. Second chance. Venus is about second chances in love. We're in the sign of the Archer that fires that arrow into love and relationships. But remember, you're still reviewing and reflecting and rethinking and reworking that partnership, friendship, until around the end of January when Venus would go direct again. So February, the Valentine's time, is your better time for starting or moving forward in that particular relationship. Mercury going into the Capricorn on the 24th will give a lot of those energies and drive and motivation. Again, it's about partnerships, but we've got Mars going into Libra on the 7th, and that will be about balance, partnerships, but again, looking to achieve what you're wanting for. Mars is going to be here for quite some time in Libra, for about, oh gosh, a good 6 months. You could be even looking until July of next year. So there won't be any rush. July, up until July, will be about those commitments as we go through into the Leo time. When Jupiter goes into Leo, that will be your commitments in your long-term relationships. Doesn't mean you won't have that before, but I kind of think it holds a lot of promise. People are going through unique stages. That's for us all. We're all letting go of certain parts of our lives in a big way. So the death and rebirth was about letting go. It was about clearing space, looking at old patterns, old ways, old issues, how we've dealt with people in the past. Maybe you've had a habit of running away from relationships. Maybe you've had a habit of not dealing with things, but you're meant to have been dealing with some of those habits. The Scorpio death rebirth eclipses are eclipsing old ways and old situations out. Sagittarian is fun, daredevil, higher mind. They want to be educated, the Sagittarian, so it is that realm, but they like excitement, they get bored. So this is about adventure within the month of December, having your own personal freedom and space. You're asking the universe to show you something and take you over any obstacles as we kind of leave the end of this year. You know, and there is, even with Venus going retrograde, the world won't be as pretty without that beauty in the world. But it's about you looking at, Venus can rule a female coming back in your life, or the return of a female. It is again that revisit, rewind, relook, redo energy that I've said before. Never buy expensive gifts or high ticket items or an artistic painting in a retrograde. When that retrograde finishes in Venus around the end of January, February, then you will get better bargains and get more for your money. And if you buy it before Christmas, you'll probably regret it in February. So it is about giving that little bit of a thought to that. Venus is about second chances and things returning, and I know some of you females out there will be smiling when it comes to relationships, but you may well find also that you have a change of heart around that person that you've waited for a long time. Maybe you see a different side, or they're not what you are really wanting. So there's going to be a lot of shifts in the energy, but I will leave you with this first segment just to say that this is a very positive time. It's a turning point, but it's an exciting time. You know, you've got the money in your pocket to buy what you want, but you're just going shopping to look at your choices. So remember what I said about choices. You're really going to know more in the month of February. May next year will be a major turning point for a lot of people, and so will the July-August period. So wishing you a wonderful, happy holidays. And if you're listening to this, this will now be going on to a more little bit of in-depth view of Pisces, Scorpio, or which individual sign this is. This is just a little bit of an overview. Wishing you all a happy holiday from Cassie's Cosmo, and I hope you enjoy the next section of the video, which will be a little bit more dedicated to that sign. So bye-bye for now. Hello dear Scorpio, and welcome to Cassie's Cosmo, to your December video scope. For those who have watched me over the weeks, I generally name the months Nautical November. This is going to be Daring December. What do you dare to change in your life, dear Scorpio? How daring are you feeling about changing your life? The change and transformation has taken place in your astrology chart as well as Taurus. You are the powerful ruler of Pluto, of the underworld, of the change and transformation. A lot of you have gone through shifts. A lot of Scorpios are looking for jobs, as well as Sagittarius at the present time. And this beautiful new moon on the 2nd of December comes in your earned income, boosting your confidence around that December the 2nd. So it may well be surprise job offers or agreements for Scorpios in early December. The new moon is in Sagittarius, so that makes you take on some of the role of the Sagittarian field. We all, whether you're Pisces, Leo, Taurus, Gemini, when you go into the realm of another side, the Archer, Sagittarians are quite direct, they're very gregarious. If they say it, they want it, they do it. Sagittarius is connected towards the ninth house, the higher mind, so that rules your education, your travel, your trips, re-educating, learning, history, broadcasting, public, media, putting yourself out there. It's all what they call the higher mind, the learning of the mind, because Sagittarians get very bored. Excuse me. And for yourselves, I just think it's about a shift in how you see the world and how the world sees you. I feel for a lot of Scorpios, you're leaving or ending things in your life, whether it's a work area or a relationship. Same as Taurians, it's about leaving the past behind, it's about stepping forwards. The job offers and agreements that come in should literally give you a push in some way. When Mars goes into Libra on the 7th, that'll bring in a lot of passion, secret affairs, anything going on behind the scenes connected to Scorpio. Scorpios like passion. Scorpios do third parties and secret affairs, it's part of their nature. But I feel as if the Mars in Libra will amplify sexual needs, excitement, a little bit of flirty energy, depending on how far you want to take it. But I feel as if very much that's what will be happening around a lot of Scorpios. Maybe you might be chatted up, the passion, the flirtation may be there in December. December the 9th is about surprising news again around work, money and income. So, excuse me, I do feel that your work and income level will increase in a big way. For a lot of Scorpios, you should start to feel a lot more grounded and settled, especially when those job offers come in. It will give you more security. December the 12th is the Jupiter-Saturn trine. Again, it's all linked to the higher mind. So the higher mind is broadening your life, travelling in somewhere, using your mind, expanding your mind. It's educating. You're either the teacher or you're learning something within your life. You're having to maybe re-educate to get that better job or promotion. It is all about the learning, the knowledge, the broadcasting, the podcasting, putting yourself out there, learning something from the world or to give to others. December the 17th is the full moon in Gemini. This is around intimacy, again, shared resources, looking at shared property or finances. Maybe it's a divorce settlement, or things that you share in some way. It will be looking at resources, how you earn your money, maybe how you separate. Something will be coming to a climax around a full moon. So it should be something that is coming to a head regards dealing with money or settlement. Not always the best of times when it is a full moon, but it is something ending. If your ex-partner's been giving you money or you've shared finances with somebody, it could be coming to an end. but it is about then you standing on your own 2 feet and earning your own money in that way and feeling more valued. Venus around Scorpios is very much linked to your communication, so it can mean to transport, to siblings, to neighbours, and when Venus goes retrograde, it may make you feel a little bit stressed at that time. It's a very busy energy around the holiday season for Scorpios. It's bringing in much needed change into your world and your life. And remember, when Venus goes retrograde, the world is less attractive, but it retrogrades for a reason. It slows your mind down, it slows life down, in order for you to make decisions. Any high ticket items or purchases of beauty, whether it's to your skin, cosmetic, tattoos, anything to do with beauty, drastic hairstyles, buying that expensive painting. Venus retrograde says wait, you know, anything that you may well pay $80 for at Christmas, you may well get for $40 in February. So it's telling you to slow down and take your time. Venus retrograde is about ex-lovers and past people as well. They may well contact you. Venus is a female, so it could be a female that you once knew as a friend coming back or connecting in your life. It takes you backwards to relook, revisit, rethink. Some of the connection feels to me as if it's around mid-July, so you might have been doing or connected with someone with July of this year, whether that's a business partner, female or male, and it may be that you're re-picking that up or re-looking at it all. Nothing feels like it is going to be rushed or really taken forwards though until around that Aquarian time, but mainly around the month of February. As I've done with all the signs, and I'm full of cold, I do apologise, as I've done with all the signs, I will now do a little bit of an overview with some tarot cards. There are people out there that prefer the visualisation of the tarot to the astrology and the cosmo that they don't always understand. So this is about home and family for Scorpio. Now the Sun card, this is linked to Leo, but it's home and family. It gives a very warm feeling. It's obviously the summertime is obviously a very heartfelt time to Scorpios. I certainly feel here that you've got an element of Leo. A lot of Scorpios, funny enough, get on with Leos. They seem to really gel with them in a big way. This card is about home and family. It's about you being the essence, the sunshine in your family life, if you like. You know, you hold the family together. Your children are very important to you. Family life feels important around the Christmas or the holiday season for Scorpios. Career and goals. A lot of Scorpios are bored, fed up with their job, want more, want new interests, fed up with the same cycle, or are looking for work, as are Sagittarians at the moment. So what's coming up for career? The Hierophant, which is ruled by the Taurus, but the Hierophant is about, it can mean someone in authority, but the Hierophant for me is quite often someone that's knowledgeable, someone that's learning. So you may be taught something by somebody who has the knowledge. He could be the master of knowledge. You may well be engaging in someone that is giving you or feeding you knowledge for a goal, for your job, for your work area. I certainly feel as if this person comes in around mid-November who seems to be able to teach you, I would say, listen. One of my key words for people for December is daring December. Dare you step out your box and your comfort zone. But I will also say to people, listen, you need to listen to what people say to you in December. It's called the listening month. Rather than you talking over somebody and you know what you want and you've got a lot to say, that's fair enough, but they may have something to say like, I'm not happy, I'm not ready. You need to listen to what people have to say. It feels important around the December energy. Emotions. What's the emotions like for Scorpios in the month of December? Right, the Page of Cups. Now it could be new relationships. It may mean if you're an older person, you're meeting a younger person. Page of Cups can mean new relationships. So Scorpios, you know, you may well be dancing the light fantastic with a younger person, or somebody that is younger seems to pay you some flirty attention on the emotional level. It may mean in your relationship, if you're already married or connected to someone, maybe it's the inner child coming out and it feels like a new relationship, or it feels like it's starting over in some way. Right, any challenges that are there for Scorpios? As we all have challenges, unfortunately. Ace of Pentacles, again, your challenge, I think that you're either working hard or it's very much about work on your mind or new work. I always kind of feel this is a lovely card. The Ace is imminent or within a month. This here is the fire burning. It's a whole new area that's very, you draw towards the hole in the card. Generally means new work. Aces in the hexagon can mean, you know, there's a lot on your plate. It can mean it's financial, it can be a self-employed link, or you earning extra money in some way. So your challenges feel really as if it's work and money for a lot of Scorpios at this time. Right, I will bid you farewell, dear Scorpio. You are the last in the 12 scopes that I've done today. Have a blessed holiday, have a wonderful Christmas, eat, drink and be merry. Think about your own needs, listen to others, take your time and see how life unfolds around the end of January, February next year. I certainly think that it will be a better year for you, especially when you get towards the late April and May of next year. God bless and take care and happy holidays.